let's start with the first inequality. So here we have the first one, x plus 4y less than or equals to 24. So your y is on left hand side and it is positive. So we don't have to rewrite it anymore. Then consider the line. Your line will be solid line since we have the equal sign here. The region will be the lower part since the notation is less than or equal. Alright, so let's write it as y equals to mx plus c. X plus 4y equals to 24. Then we need to find at least 2 points. Let x equals to 0. So your y will be okay. The second point, let y equals to 0. Okay. So your x will be 24. The second point will be 24, 0. Okay. Next, let's do it for the second inequalities. Okay, we have 3x plus y less than or equals to 24. Your y is on left hand side and it is positive. Then the line will be solid line and the region will be lower part. Okay, so 3x plus y equals to 24. Let x equals to 0. So your y will be 24. So the first point will be 0, 24. Then let y equals to 0. 3x equals to 24. X will be 8. 8, 0. Okay, let's continue for the third inequalities. Okay, for the third inequalities, we have 2x plus 3y less than or equals to 23. Okay, so this is solid line. And then your region will be lower part as well. Okay, then 2x plus 3y equals to 23. Let x equals to 0. So 3y equals to 23. Your y will be 23 over 3. Okay, which is equals to 7.667. So the point 0, 23 over 3 or 0, 7.667. Then we let y equals to 0. It is also the same as 11.5. So we will write as 23 over 2, 0 or 11.50. Okay, and then for the fourth inequalities, we have for the fourth inequalities where x greater than or equals to 0, y greater than or equals to 0, it means that your region must be in the first quadrant only. Okay, so now let's prepare your graph paper. So this is your graph paper, and then let's decide what is the reasonable scale that we can use. Okay, so the reasonable scale is for x-axis 5 units equals to 5, and for y-axis 10 units equals to 5. And then draw your axis. Okay, so this is x, this is your y. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then for y-axis 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Alright. So now let's start with the first inequalities where we have the point 0, 6. So 0, 6. Where is the 0, 6? 0, 6 is here. Okay. The second point 24, 0. So 24 will be here, something here. Okay. And then draw your linear graph. It will be solid line. Okay, and don't forget to label your graph. X plus 4y equals to 24. The shaded part will be the lower part. So this is the lower part. Okay. Let's look at for the second inequalities. Okay, we have the point 0, 24. So 0, 24 is here, up here. And 8, 0. So 8, 0 will be here. Okay. Then draw your linear graph. So this is your linear graph. And then label your linear graph 3x plus y equals to 24. The region, the shaded part will be the lower part. So this is the lower part. Okay. Next, for the third inequalities, we have the point 0, 7.667. So let's find it. 0, 7.667. It will be something here. Okay. And then 11.50. 11.5 should be here. Okay, and then draw your linear graph. Please label your graph correctly, okay? Then label your graph. So this will be 2x plus 3y equals to 23. And then the lower part is here. This is the lower part. So let's find where the shaded part intersect. The shaded part intersect is here, right? Okay, so you should analyze it carefully. Make sure your region is in the first quadrant only. Since we have fourth inequalities, the fourth inequalities ensure that your region R must be in the first quadrant only. So this is the first quadrant. Okay, so this is your R. Make sure you label it as R. Okay, student? So let's continue for the next step. The next step, we need to determine the corner point. Where is the corner point? The corner point is the point that touches the region R. So it should be here. Okay. Let's denote as A. This is B. This is C. And this is D. Okay. Don't forget the last corner point is E. Okay. This is also the corner point. Actually, it is impossible to get the corner point 0, 0. Because since we have the corner point 0, 0, the value will be 0 as well. Because everything times 0, we will get 0. So it is impossible to get the corner point 0. But if we get it, you can just show it and calculate it. It is better more than less. Okay, in order to avoid any missing marks in your exam. Alright, so now let's compute for corner point A. What is corner point A? So for the corner point A, we will have the point is 0, 6. Okay, this is corner point A, 0, 6. We can read it from your graph. And then for the corner point B, we cannot read it from the graph, but we need to do the simultaneous equation. So the simultaneous equation is between the first inequalities, which is green in color, okay, and the third inequality is purple in color. Okay, first one, and this is second equation. So first equation times 2. So when times 2, we will get 2x plus 8y equals to 48. Okay. So third equation, what we need to do? 3 minus 2. So when 3 minus 2, what you get? We will get 5y equals to 25, y equals to 5. Okay, then when your y equals to 5, okay, let's put inside the first equation. When y equals to 5, your x will be 4. Okay, so the corner point B is 4, 5. And then the corner point C, what is corner point C, student? Again, we need to do the simultaneous equation. But for this corner point C, the simultaneous equation happen between the second inequality. So you can do it with automat ni dah. Okay. 3x plus y equals to 24. And the third inequality, then what you need to do? Okay, let's do it like this. The first one here times with 3. Okay, and then you will get, I will erase this part, okay students, so that you can see it clearly. So when x equals to 7, let's put it inside your equation. Then simplify your answer, your y will be 3. So corner point C is 7, 3. Then corner point D is 8, 0. And corner point E is 0, 0. So let's do it in your table so you can see it clearly. So this is your CP. And this is your objective function, maximize zxy. Okay. The first corner point is A, 0, 6. And then the second corner point is 4, 5. The third corner point 7, 3. 8, 0, 0, 0. So again, we need to substitute in the objective function. You will get 2 times 0 plus 6 will be equal to 6. Then 2 times 4 plus 5 will be equal to 13. Then 2 times 7 plus 3 will be equal to 24. Then 2 times 8 plus 0 will be equal to 16. And 0, 0 you will get what? You will get nothing. Okay. The objective is to maximize. So the value, the highest value is 24. So So don't forget to write your conclusion. The conclusion will be maximize Z at 24 when x equals to 7, y equals to 3. Okay, this is how to write your conclusion. Okay, student, hope you understand. You need to do all the steps correctly without any careless mistake. Please ensure your label your x-intercept and your y-intercept on your graph. Don't forget to label your linear graph. Next, you need to do the simultaneous equation if you have the intersection between two boundary lines. Okay,